Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. How are you? Welcome on in. Okay, so I wanted to start this series this week. And so what I'm going to do is I'm really going to be focusing on teaching techniques. So yes, we're still going to have fun. We're still going to talk about life, all the fun things that we do here, but we're also going to focus on just techniques and teaching you how to apply things while also sharing all the makeup that I'm using. So what I did already on this video, there is already a link on this video. I've linked all the products that I'm using today, with the exception of the eyeshadow and my lips, because I'm not really sure what I'm doing for eyeshadow and lips today. Hey, Karen, but in the description of this video, there's already a link. It will take you right to Amazon, and it has all the products that I'm going to be using today. So everything that I am using is drugstore. It's affordable. And so everything is linked. So let me just put this one lash on because it was looking like it was not. Come here, baby. Do you hear my cat? Come here. I have a pillow right here for you. You can come lay on my desk. Hi, Glenda. How are you? All right. So we are going to get started. So one of the things that I was seeing a lot was, oh, I can never get my makeup to look like that, or whatever. Let's just go with that, right? That comment. I can never get my makeup to look like that. No, you can. And I'm going to teach you how to do it. And it doesn't matter what it does matter what products you're using. But it doesn't have to be high end. It does not have to be expensive. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Glenda. Hey, Renee. All right. I just had to I glued on some lashes and was it yesterday? I think it was. And so, when I sleep, sometimes like the inner corners get a little messed up. Also, I'm noticing that my brow pen is almost like staining my brows. You can tell. Right? I mean, I don't really care, but it's interesting. It held up beautifully. It held up so good. I will be showcasing that in one of my next videos. Okay, so let's begin. The only thing that I did not link was the skincare. So if you want a link to my skincare, you just comment the word skin. I will send that over to you when I get off of this live. The skincare has truly changed my skin. I was looking at pictures from October, like pictures and videos of what my skin looked like in October to what it looks like now, and it's crazy. I'm gonna get a picture up for you after this live and show you. The skincare yesterday was $46, which is crazy, and you're getting 5 products in there. So the skincare is super, super affordable. You could also get that on Amazon too. It's not going to be as cheap as it is on TikTok, on Amazon, because Amazon doesn't have the bundles. So let's dive in. So the first thing for just flawless looking base is you need your skin prep. If you have oily skin, you want to avoid putting any moisturizers or really anything on your face right before you go in with your foundations, because then it's just going to be like an oil slick. So I've already worn my eye patches this morning. I've already put my under eye balm on. I've already put I put toner on, this bubble toner that I have in my bathroom. I put that on. So my base is good. So we're good to go. So what I pulled out was the Maybelline Super Stay. This is a skin tint. So now if you are, I guess we shouldn't even say like an age, right? Because everyone's skin is so different. But if you're noticing that you have like more fine lines and wrinkles than maybe you did before, I would say a skin tint, a tinted moisturizer, a BB cream, those might be along the lines of where you're wanting to go with your foundation. But here's the thing. I don't know your skin as well as you do. So what you want to do is you really just need to figure out like where you're at. And the only way you're going to figure that out is if you try it. For example, this is the Estee Lauder. This is the Double Wear. this is a heavy concealer for me. It's too, I don't like it. It's too full coverage. It's too drying. I feel like it really accentuates my fine lines and wrinkles. I wouldn't know this if I didn't try it. So I encourage you, try it. If you go to Walmart, Target, Ulta, even Sephora, TikTok Shop, you can use the products and you can try them and you can return them for a full refund. So listen, take advantage of that and try the products, okay? So for me, I've realized that matte foundations, no bueno. Full coverage foundations, get out of here. I'm not using that. It ages me. It makes me look flat. I don't want to look flat. I want to look glowy. I want to look dewy. I want to look youthful. More importantly, I want my skin to look like skin. So for me, skin tints is where it's at. So this is a really good one. This is the Maybelline Superstay Ink 24-hour skin tint. Now again, you do not have to spend an arm and a leg on good products. Hey, Vicky. Okay, so I'm going to actually do my brows first and then we'll go in with foundation. So let's talk about it. I talked to my son on Saturday. Unfortunately, he was reverted. So he's not graduating this Friday. It's now April 17th. So I don't know. Justin did not change our flights yet. So luckily we paid for the insurance on the flight so we can cancel. So we are actually going to be traveling not this Thursday, but next Thursday. So we were supposed to be leaving this week, but now we're not leaving until next week. So we just decided we're not doing a New York trip because it's just too chaotic trying to plan like a vacation trip around when my son's graduating because the date is forever changing. So he should be good though. He really should be good. Like I have full confidence he's going to make it through and he's going to graduate April 17th. Boot camp is no joke and it's really hard and he's doing well. So he was in really good spirits. He wasn't mad at all. He wasn't like upset or anything. He's just like, I'm ready to get out of here, but I understand like what I did wrong and blah, blah, blah. So he's good. So I'm just, his birthday's on Sunday, which sucks because I was hoping we could spend this weekend with him. But I just text every member of my family and I said, listen up, Nick's birthday is Sunday. I need you guys to send letters out today. You need to send letters out today. So he has all these letters and you guys can wish him a happy birthday. Hi, Jamie. All right. So this is the, so I'm not leaving this week. I'm leaving next week. If all goes well, I'm leaving next week. So he was in this thing called Ramp. You can look it up. It's pretty intense. They wake you up at like 4:30 every day. And you just get screamed at. And he said every time your left foot hits the ground, you have to scream Ramp. And it's for, people who just need redirecting. My son is extremely stubborn. Okay. So he got sent to Ramp. And they just said 16 people were sent to Ramp and only 3 people passed. And Nick was not one of the people who passed. They said he was giving like 60%. He wasn't giving the full 100%. So, it is what it is. They don't play around, which is good. You need to be on your A game. So, so he realizes it and he's correcting his stuff and he says he's like, I'm locking in and I got this. This is the iMethod brow pen. Bless his heart. Exactly. Bless his heart. You know what? Listen, the military was a really great option for Nick. He is a very stubborn boy, and he is that one who has to do things the hard way. If you've been with me for a while, I had to pull my son out halfway through senior year, and I had to put him in virtual school. He is my child that is just extremely stubborn, and he likes to take the long way, okay? He likes to take the hard way, and that's fine because he's going to come into his own, and he's going to learn, and he's going to come out stronger and better for it. So it is what it is, Ramp and boot camp, they try to break the bad habits and instill good ones. And so it is what it is, baby. He's only 18 years old. He turns 19 on Sunday. So this is really good for him. I'm just excited for him to be done because normally boot camp is 8 weeks and he's been there, 12. He's been there an extra month. But it's fine. He's getting paid to be there. So, you know, it's not like he's not getting paid, and he's fine though. He's doing good. And you know what? And this is what I told him on the phone. He got rephased twice because of illness. So it's not like he's been pushed back 4 different times for behavior. Twice he got rephased for double pink eye and then pneumonia. So I'm like, baby, you're doing great. You're doing fine. If he didn't get sick twice, he would have already graduated. He's doing great. All right. So this is the Eye Method brow pen. I have this linked. It's so good. Oh my God, he's already giving us the craziest stories. One way or the other, he will learn and get it. Exactly. You want him to be the very best. 100%. You know, these are the men and women that are saving your lives when you are out on the water and you're calling the Coast Guard to save you. And the last thing you want is my son who half-assed boot camp and doesn't know what he's doing. You don't want that. You want someone who knows what the hell they're doing to get you. You know what I mean? And to be able to save you. All right, look at that. This is the Eye Method brow pen, y'all. It is so good. It is so good. I always come back to this brow pen. I tried a few other brow products, but I always come back to this. It never fails. Every time I come live, my cats use the litter box. It's like they're just straight up chilling all morning. They don't even come in here. And then the minute I start up this live and start going, they're like dropping it off in the litter box. Alrighty. Eye Method brow pen. It's so good. You need it. You need it. All right. So I'm not going to focus on eyeshadow today. I'm going to focus on our face so we can get our face nice and good. Okay, let's do it. We've talked about skincare. Stop using just water. Stop just washing your face and not using moisturizer. Listen, I'm going to tell you a cheap, very cheap skincare item that you could do right now while you're watching me. And that is to drink water. If you are not staying hydrated, you are doing nothing. You're hurting your skin. It's going to dry up and it's going to look like the desert, okay? It's going to look like dry leather. Ugh. No, we don't want that, okay? You need to hydrate, okay? So this is the very first step. Water. Get yourself a cup. It doesn't even have to be a Stanley. It doesn't have to be a Stanley. You missed nothing, my love. I'm just not leaving until next week now. Nick just got reverted. He's fine. He's fine. He was in ramp. It's okay. He's good. All is well. He's fine. He's just peachy. He says to us on the phone, he goes, you guys didn't book your flights, right? And Justin looked at me and I go, nope, we did not book our flights. And he was like, oh, okay, good. I was going to say I would feel really bad. I know lying is not good, but sometimes a little white lie is fine, you know? So I told Nick that we did not book our flights, even though we did, but it's okay. We have the insurance. My husband comes home in a week. His ass is taking over chores. Hell yes, girl. Go to Walmart. You could buy one of these for like $10. Not the Stanley brand. It doesn't have to be Stanley. This was gifted to me from my upline when I was with Amare. But if I drink my Stanley, I could drink like 4 of these in one day. Like no joke. If I drink out of a regular cup, I don't drink a lot of water. You need to drink water. That's our first step. Our second step is taking care of your skincare. And our third step, we're jumping into it right now. I have my brushes linked. I have the foundation linked, all of that. So let's start. Let me shake this up first. But yeah, when you guys get off of here, or you can go do it right now, go to YouTube and type in USCG ramp, R-A-M-P. And that is what my child went through last week. He said that every time, all day, except when he's in class, when his left foot, why is my husband home? When his left foot hits the ground, he has to scream ramp. A girl who she is at the station with Justin, she was telling Justin when she was in ramp, they had to scream it you just have to scream ramp, 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 ramp. And she had to go to the bathroom, and they made her go to the bathroom in her room, and her roommates were in there. And she goes to the bathroom and she stopped and she started crying, and her roommate started screaming ramp so she wouldn't get in trouble, so she could just have a breather. It is very intense. Nick said they were running for 4 hours straight. They would run, they would stop for 5 seconds, but it's a jog in place, and then that was it. 5 seconds, then they're back. He said they did that for 4 hours. So basically they're like kicking their butts and being like, okay, like you need to get your shit together. So I think my son's problem right now is that he has this look on him where they think that he's giving them attitude and he's not. But it's the same thing that Justin went through with him. So my son laughs when he's getting yelled at. So that's okay. They're gonna kick it all out of him. Yeah, it's a lot. But he doesn't have to do ramp this week. He only had to do it last week, so he's fine. Okay. This brush I linked. Also, by the way, I'm editing a video. It's going up today. I'm going to have it be under 5 minutes. It's a video just like this one, and I'm going to link everything. It's all from Amazon, but it's going to be a lot faster. So this brush is amazing. Hey, Crystal, this brush is from Minaj. Okay. Renee, I believe, has this brush set too. So I'm using like this flat little kabuki brush. Literally any foundation brush will do. You could even use something like this. I probably wouldn't, but you could. So I'm just using this. Now, here's the thing when it comes to your foundations that I want you to, I know I was talking about something else while I was doing it, but you still saw. You're pressing, okay? I'm going to do it just straight. I'm not going like this to put my foundation on. You don't ever see me doing this to put my foundation on. No, you see me doing this. I was in boot camp for 6 months. It's brutal. Yeah, it is so brutal. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I know, I'd be a crying mess. The minute they arrive, they get screamed at. And look, I'm pressing everything in. So pressing is the key. So if you're like, oh, when I put foundation on, it looks like crap. How are you applying it? That's what I want to know. Are you applying it with your fingers? I don't believe fingers are the best way to apply your foundation. That's just me. You do you. I'm not the end all be all. I'm just a freaking lady sitting in a room doing my makeup with you. Why are you home? I was like, why is Justin at home? Oh, I didn't know you were doing that today. But you need to press it in. So you need to use a synthetic brush. If you use a real hair brush, think about it. Our hair is very porous. So what's going to happen is if you're using a brush that is real hair, it's going to absorb your foundation. The pores are just going to absorb it all. You want a synthetic brush and you want to press it in. Don't worry about your nose. If your nose isn't holding the product, it's okay. It's all good. It happens to my nose too. So I'm just literally pressing everything in, okay? Literally.
Can you sign right there?
These are divorce papers.
Yeah.
I got it. Where? Here.
Girl.
All right. Then we're going to go in with our contour. I'm going to use this with you guys today. And I did link this as well. Where is it? Should be this one right here. Oh my God, I laughed too when my parents yelled at me. It's just how I dealt with it. Yeah, so, and he says that when they're yelling at him, he stands and he looks at them and they're like, why are you tilting your head? You're giving me attitude. And he's like, he's telling me and Justin, he's like, I'm not. That's just how my head is shaped. So, but we know Nick. Okay, all right. So this is the Tier concealer that I bought on live with you guys last week. So let's talk about contouring, okay? They really punish you for no reason, but you realize when you're out of the big world. Yeah. So it's very, like, I see it all the time in the company pages. The moms are posting and they're like, my son just got reverted because of peach fuzz. So if you don't do a good job shaving, they'll revert you. It's crazy. They're not playing. All right, so contour. Do you guys see this natural shadow right here and right here? So you see how that looks gray? So that's natural shadowing on my face. So that is a natural contour line that you are seeing. So if I wanted to mimic that, I'm gonna go in with more of a cooler tone. I don't really do like cool tone contouring for the daily. I just do like a warm bronzy tone, okay? So I'm just gonna use this from Tears here. These are about $12. I'm gonna use the liquid end today because I do have a video where I was using the crayon-y end. Okay, so look, I just put it right where that natural shadow was. So now what this is going to do is this is going to hide things, right? So this is going to give it the appearance that my forehead's not as big. This is going to chisel out my cheeks. So the contouring is so fun because if you really want to change your face shape, I suggest you go on Pinterest and you just say like contouring for a round face, for a heart shape, for a square face, you know what I mean? And you can see the different ways to contour. I just do the absolute basic contour, like just like the blueprint contour, right? I don't go all crazy with it, but you totally can. So if we follow the natural line, is it still good? It depends on where the natural line is on your face, Megan. So if you want more of a lifted look, you want to bring it up higher. Do you see my natural line is like right here and I just went a little bit above it. So everyone's face is going to be a little bit different. So if you want it more lifted, then you might want to bring that up depending on where your natural line is. I'm just kind of giving a reference point when people are like, I don't know where to put it. A lot of the times you'll see people say from the top of your ear down to the corner of your mouth, but do not bring that contour all the way over here, okay? Don't do that. You're just gonna bring it a little bit. The reason why I stop right here is because it's going to blend. You better say bye to me before you leave. You were literally just about to sneak out of the house. You just put your book bag on your shoulder. I saw you. So this is another Menage brush. So also Megan too, like if this is for everyone as well, not just Megan, but if you want like if you want to round your cheeks out, you would take this and you would curl. You would just kind of like create like a little round edge here to give it more of a curl look. I can make a video showing all the different contour, the way that you can contour. Okay, and then so I'm just going to blend. Now I'm not bringing it down. If you bring it down, you're gonna look like manly. I know, right, Megan? The nerve. It's going to look manly. It's going to give you a 5 o'clock shadow, okay? But listen, hey, Alicia, if it comes down low, like if we accidentally bring it down low, I love you. Have a good day.
I'm back soon.
Oh, you're coming right home after?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, you know what? How much did you squat on that, what's that, hack squat? Hack squat. How much did you said you put 2 45 plates on each side? Oh, you had 3 45 on each side?
I've never maxed it out.
Wait, on each side though? Okay, so this morning we're just doing bar squat, like bar hip thrusts. And I was like, Justin said he did 3 45 plates. So I've never done a 45 plate before until this morning. I'm going to try to beat you.
Nice.
But that was a hip thrust though. I don't know why I was thinking you were hip thrusting.
No.
You did a squat.
Hack squat.
Hack squat. Okay, that's my goal, is to beat you. Love you. Okay, let me blend this in. So again, remember when we were doing our foundation, do you guys remember? Just foundation, Maybelline Superstay, and I have it all linked already. The picture of Dan on Dan's phone under Dan is my biggest troll. That's why I say like Danny turning into a teenager was probably the best thing that ever happened to me mentally because it made me have such thick skin. Okay. So people can literally come on here and troll me and I would just laugh at it. I don't care. You can hit me with your best shot. You're not going to make me sad. I have a 16-year-old son who trolls me every freaking day. So you cannot hurt me. But yeah, that picture is gold. Okay, so remember, same thing as foundation. We're pressing it in. Ooh, girl, you need to send me some money for that. I thought I covered it up. So look, we're pressing it into the skin. I'm not going like this because that's just like smearing everything around. I am pressing that product into the skin. So then you can see the way it's sitting on my skin is literally looking like skin. It's not looking like there's like all this thick product on my face. And again, right here, we're pressing it in. Yeah, you know what? Dan is savage. We were playing a game on the boat right before Nick left. And it was definitely like a thinking type of game or whatever. And Dan's like, Mom has low IQ. She's not going to be able to figure this one out. I was like, excuse me? Oh my gosh. Sometimes like his jokes are really, I'm like, damn, Gina, what the fuck? What'd you say?
You bring that up every chance you get.
I don't bring it up every chance I get. But have you lost your mind? Because I help you find it, baby. Okay. So again, we're pressing everything in. You see? You see? Okay. I encourage you, when you're doing your makeup, press it in. Also, I'm just going to say it. If you're using this to do your whole face, it's probably not going to look as good. I'm just going to say it. This is a sponge. It's going to absorb everything. So you saw how often I was like pressing everything in. Now imagine doing that with this. It's going to pick up the product, okay? So that's another thing. Oh, I put product on, but I can't see it, and then I have to add more, blah, blah, blah. Try brushes. I'm telling you, just try brushes. You can get a whole brush set for like $7. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to spend, that's the thing, like, you do not have to spend so much money on your brushes. You don't. Hi, Deb. You don't have to spend a bunch of money on your makeup either. Everything that I'm using, you can get on Amazon, and you can also get at the store. The only thing that I'm using that you cannot get at the store is the Tier, okay? But it is on Amazon, and it is the same price as, like, the NYX, okay? So the Tier is just as good. My kids roll their eyes when I make a joke. Sorry, but I think I'm funny. We are funny. Yes, we are. We are so funny. I roasted Justin so hard in the car yesterday that Danny was actually laughing at it. It wasn't mean. That was a roast. He goes, you didn't roast him. That was just mean. No, that was a roast. Oh, but you saying I'm low IQ is not mean? People are laughing in his room at me. And boy, I'm working. Stop trying to interrupt on my laugh. All right, I'm looking for a little brush. And you want to know what's funny? He's over there hackling me from his bedroom, and he wants me to take him rock climbing today. Okay. Yes, Ulta does have Tier. I was just talking about online for Amazon, because I have a link on this video. So when you click on that link, you can get everything that I'm using on this video on Amazon. It is at Ulta too. These are definitely at Ulta and Ulta online. Hey, Mom. Okay, so Renee, and this is for everyone else, but just Renee for this, because we were talking about this the other day. I found my Catrice. It was in the very bottom drawer, and it was with my contours and stuff. Okay, or my bronzers. So this is an under eye brightener. So I'm just gonna, that's enough. I don't even need to use all of that. So we're just gonna use Catrice, and I'm just going to use my finger. I would prefer a brush, but I don't have that brush next to me that I want. Okay, and look at that. So I'm just, no, I'm not gonna say what I said to Justin. All right, and I'm just pressing it in. And look at the Catrice. Do you see how it's not like crazy brightening? I mean, it did brighten, but it's not like crazy brightening or anything, but look at what it did to the dark circles. So if you have dark circles like I do, and maybe you just want a little bit of help and your concealer is not doing a good job, I will tell you though, if you get the Tier concealer, you do not need it, and I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so let's pretend that we did it under both eyes, right? You know? No, I know, Josh, he wasn't lying. That's the sad part. They were roasting me hardcore. Okay, so we have Catrice, and I just used a little bit. You saw, and I just blended it with my finger, okay? So we have the Catrice Dark Circle. Now, if you're like, why didn't you put it all over? I think this is a mistake that some people are making. I made this, okay? I would take my concealer and I would bring it all under here. I would even do sometimes a V. How many of you guys did that? Where we took our concealer and we bring it down and we like bring it all the way down here, all in here. So now I want you to look at your eyes when you're doing your makeup, okay? And I want you to look at where the darkness truly is. So for me, you can see it's almost like a line right here. This is not dark. This is just my skin, but right here is dark. So I don't need, and this is not my under eye. This is not dark. I don't need concealer all the way down here, nor do I need concealer all right in here. We just need a little bit of product. So as we're getting older, we do have fine lines and wrinkles. And hey, if you get Botox, you go girl. But we have fine lines and wrinkles. So now the skin underneath our eye is really thin. If you don't believe me, Google it. It's really thin. So you don't want to use a lot of product. So what I'm doing is I'm going in with a tier. This is shade 1.5 W. And I'm just putting it where the darkness is. That's it right there, okay? I'm gonna do the same on this eye. And the reason why I only did Catrice under one eye is because I just wanna show you the power of this concealer. And maybe your dark circles are darker than mine. So this is just like a good example so you can see how much it covers. Okay, so let's blend it out. I'm just gonna use this little guy right here. I do, but I recently did it how you do it, and I think I like it better. Yeah, I think when we were younger, or at least when I was younger, it was fine, like doing like the full concealer like that. But now I'm getting older, and it makes my under eyes look older. You know, it really accentuates that. But look at how that just completely brightened up my eye. Now, Megan, because you were asking about the lifted look, if you are going for a lifted look, you are going to bring your concealer and you're going to go up with it just like that. And I know, Josh. I know. I always know that. I didn't think you were being serious. Okay. And you're just going to bring it up and it's going to give it more of a lifted look. Okay. Because it's just going to give it the appearance that it's like tightening up there. So now let me blend this out. This eye has the Catrice. And we're just going to press. Remember at the beginning of this video, I said pressing is going to be your best friend. We are not swiping. And you want to go gentle underneath your eye, okay? Remember, the skin is really delicate underneath your eye. Now, if you are having issues, this side has Catrice. I'm going to add a little bit more. This is crazy. This side did not have Catrice and it looks brighter. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the lighting. I don't know. I'm going to add just a little bit more. And I'm just going to keep it right there. So I just want to show you, okay, this side has an under eye brightener and this side doesn't. So when I tell you that this concealer is so damn good and it's going to cover your dark circles, I'm not lying to you. Look at that. This has no color corrector. And in my opinion, it looks the same as this eye, which has a color corrector. Now, if you're like, let me just make this even. If you're like, oh, you know what? I have darker circles, or I want it a little bit brighter. I want a little bit more coverage. Hey, that's awesome because this tier concealer, which is only $12, has this end right here. Now, the technology of this concealer is amazing because it's going to blur, and they say that it's going to help not to crease up, cake up, dry you out, shift around, things like that. So I just take this crayon and I kind of follow that line that I have, and that's the only spot I put it, and then I just blend it out. So it's enough product to where I blend it out, and look, it's brightening my entire under eye. So now think about it. If you were to take your concealer and you were to add more right in here, that is a lot of product, because look at just how little that's on my under eye, and that blended all the way out. So then it's going to look softer. Now, another thing with your under eyes, if you are finding that no matter what concealer you're wearing, that it is not looking good, you need to ask yourself, 1, are you drinking enough water? And 2, are you hydrating your under eyes? You don't need to go out and spend a crap ton of money. I just saw this video. This guy, he was at Sephora with his wife and he showed this eye cream. It was like $145. And I forget how many ounces was in there, but he said if this was a gallon, he did the math. He said it would be $32,000 for a gallon of this under eye cream, which is just absurd. It's ridiculous. Like, you do not need to be spending that much money on under eye cream. You can get some really good under eye cream, and under eye stuff. Like, for example, multi-balm sticks are amazing. Tula has one, Dr. Malaxin, Medicube, Ramon, like you can get these anywhere. Elf even has these now. Just anything to help hydrate the under eyes, under eye patches. So just think, you need to keep your under eyes hydrated, okay? So after you're washing your face, take time to put something underneath your eyes. It'll make the world of a difference when you're applying your makeup. Okay, so now, again, we're pressing everything in. Remember, we are not swiping, okay? I know this is annoying, but remember Dora, swipe or no swiping. Stop swiping your face. Stop it. You're shifting all of your makeup around. I'm putting my concealer underneath my eyes because that's where I want it. If I start shifting everything around, I'm messing it all up. We're pressing it in. The reason why we're going back and forth is because look at that. So you see my lines? My lines are going this way. So if I'm just blending that way, what's going to happen is my concealer can settle in there. I'm going back and forth. This way nothing is settling up in there. But don't worry, we're going to go over that with the Beauty Blender. Okay, and then I'm just going to brighten the center of my face, okay? Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, the same way I did with Dr. Malaxin, I do not think that it does what all of these girls are saying that it does. A lot of these people, if you go to their page, they were so ride or die for Dr. Malaxin. They said that Dr. Malaxin changed their skin. And now all of a sudden Medicube has changed their skin. I think that is probably, I hear really good things about Medicube. I think it's probably just as good as Dr. Malaxin. Okay, so if you made a mess and you brought your contour down too low, you can clean it up. This is the only area like I will swipe on my face is my jawline. That's the only area I'll swipe. Why? I don't know, but that is. So I do think that if you have Medicube, I say stick with Medicube. Don't switch to Dr. Malaxin because they're both Korean skincare. And wouldn't that be something if they were both made by the same company? But I hear amazing things about Medicube too. So I'm not switching because Dr. Malaxin has worked for me so well. And so I'm just going to keep using what's working. I'm just taking the same brush that I blended my contour out with, and I'm just going over the contour, you know, because sometimes it can get a little bit messed up from blending out my concealer, and that's okay. So we haven't gone over my face with the Beauty Blender yet, just brushes. This is what my skin looks like up close. Okay. And now we're going to go in with our damp Beauty Blender. Beaky Beauty Blenders, incredible, amazing. They're fabulous. So to me, this step is important because it's going to pick up any excess product and it's going to help definitely smooth out the under eyes. So that's important because when you go in with your setting powder, what's going to happen is when you put that powder on, however the makeup is underneath is how it's going to look. So if you have caked up under eyes and you put that powder on top of there, holy crap, that's going to look horrible. It's going to look bad. So you want to, before you put your powder on, you just want to make sure, especially around your nose, nothing is caked up. Everything's looking good. You're smoothing it out. And my Beauty Blender is always damp. Always. So I feel like because of like this step, like extra steps that I take, when people are watching, they're like, oh my gosh, this is so much, I can't do it. You can do it. So Axis is great, and I have not tried their skincare, nor will I. I tried their oil, and I had the biggest pimple I've ever had right here. I never break out right here. I'm just sticking to Dr. Malaxin. And the affordability of Dr. Malaxin, you know, I just really enjoy their stuff, so I'm good. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and set my face. So I also linked this too in that link. This is the Milani setting powder. I really, really liked Axis, but I just cannot get behind the prices. So it's really hard. Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and set. I use a puffer pad. If you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles underneath your eye, maybe try a brush instead. A puffer pad is definitely lighter than a sponge. If you're using a wet sponge, you're getting a lot of product on here. It's going to look a lot heavier underneath your eyes. But listen, one thing that is going to really help you is practice. So what you need to do is you just need to say, hey, today I'm going to sit here and I'm going to play with makeup and I'm going to test out, you know, different tools and see what I like best. That is the only way that you are really going to just figure out what works for you. So I like to take this, my T-zone area. Yeah, it seemed good. Everything seemed fine. And then I got the contour palette and I was a little taken aback by the price. And then they came out with a cream palette that was like $119. And that's when I was like, I can't do that. My whole thing is, I won't live in your pockets. Like, you spend your money how you want to spend it. But my thing is if I wouldn't even purchase it, then why am I gonna try to get other people to purchase it? Does that make sense? You know? All right, did I already put setting powder here? All right, so there is where I put the setting powder. So this is Milani. This is not my favorite setting powder, but it is a good one, okay? It is really good. I also really like the NYX setting powders. This is why I say, like, are they all the same company, you know, same packaging here? But this one is like a mint color. So this one's going to be a little bit brighter underneath the eyes. But they also have it in the translucent too. So NYX is a really good one as well, the HD. But this is the Milani Make It Last. And I do have this linked. Okay, so now these are also linked. This is not sponsored by Milani. That would be cool. That would be really freaking cool. Yeah. So there's no like bad blood with that. I feel like you guys kind of get me at this point. Like, you know, I will bring in new products. I'll try them. I'll use them for a little bit. And then you know that if I've phased them out and I don't talk about them anymore, it's just because no hate. It's just not working. You know does that make sense? So, alrighty, let's do our bronzer. So I really, really love these bronzers. I need a good tinted moisturizer that doesn't feel heavy. I'm using up my Axis, and while it isn't bad, I just don't love it. Okay, Jessica, tinted moisturizer that is not expensive, that is not heavy. Versed, $19.99. I saw this at Target too. You can get this on Amazon. You can get this at Target. I'm sure Walmart too. Maybelline Super Stay. I'm using it right now. Like, it is so beautiful. Like, look at my skin. There's no filters on here. So beautiful, so soft. So this is a really good skin tint. You said tinted moisturizer. Let me look in my drawer and I can message you, but this is another one. These are more like skin serums, but I kind of think they're all in the same realm, if you will. This is another really, really, really good one. This is from Fiora. Renee actually put me onto this, and it's a skin serum, and this is $19. So there's a lot. I can make a list and post it today. There's a lot of skin tints, serums, and BB creams that are under 20 bucks that I can make a list and post that I think are really, really good. This is not a tinted moisturizer, but this is so good too. This is the Maybelline 30-Hour Wear. I'm actually going to be posting a video using this today. But girl, I'm telling you, there's a lot. I can go get them for you right now too if you'd like to see. You just let me know. Okay, let's go in with the bronzer. So this is the Milani Baked Bronzer. Now, I want to test this out. I want to see how, because this has a little bit of shimmer in here. Last time I used something with shimmer, it just like really accentuated my fine lines on my forehead. I'm just going to keep it like that. okay? And it doesn't have a scent. These are $12.99. Hello, mother again. My mom's going live, I think, tomorrow for those mystery scoops. Versed has more coverage than the Make. I have a video, Jamie, where I'm showing Versed on one side and Make on the other. So Versed has more coverage, and Versed is actually really, really, really good. Excuse me. I'm burping up protein. I'm so attractive. Palladio is another good one. There's so many. There are so many. I should like just take you guys in my room and my foundation drawer. I have a gross amount of skin tints and tinted moisturizers, like truly. Hold on, I gotta get my charger. Stuck in my wheel. Okay. Palladio is also really good. That's a skin tint, but that's liquidy. That's not going to be a lot of coverage like she's wanting. I believe the Palladio one is would be good for Jessica. For Jamie, it's not going to be enough coverage. I didn't get Versed at Target. I got it on TikTok Shop, but it is at Target. I was just at Target the other day. You guys, I was really upset on Easter. I'm not gonna lie, I was really upset on Easter. I do Easter egg hunts every year for my kids, and Dan told me that he loves the Easter baskets, but he's like, I don't really need an Easter egg hunt. I was really sad. I was really sad. You know how they say, like, you don't know when the last day is gonna be that you pick your kid up, right? Last year was the last Easter that we did an Easter egg hunt. We did not do one yesterday. I was really sad. I'm not gonna lie. I used to use Clinique. It was a tinted moisturizer. Then you pick a serum to go in it, but they discontinued it. It was so good. So now I have tried a bunch to replace it, and I haven't found one I love yet. Oh, doesn't it suck when you find something and they freaking take it off? Yeah, absolutely. I use 5N. I can send you a link, or it's in my showcase. He's gonna graduate on the 17th now, Betty. We are just, you know, it's a wild ride, to say the least. Okay, this is the Milani blush. I know I didn't talk about the bronzer or the blush, but we're going to talk about it. You saw, if you didn't, you will see, we pressed everything in. We did not swipe. We pressed it all in. We pressed. What is the common theme on this video? We're pressing it into the skin. Because why? We don't want it to just look like there's powder sitting on top of our skins. No. Look at that. That's a powder that I just used, but look at how good that looks. It doesn't look like a powder just sitting on top of the skin. We're pressing it in. We're pressing. It's gonna look the best. I'm telling you. Try it. These are Menage brushes, okay? They're so good. This is a Tarte one. Tarte is awesome because you do get free brushes sometimes with your purchases. So like the BB Blur. I'm making a ton of videos on the BB Blur because it's selling like crazy on TikTok. And so just if you have videos that are doing well and things are selling, you want to just keep making a ton of videos on it. So that's why I've made a shit ton of videos on the BB Blur. But it is genuinely so good. You can see it still is not my number one. My number one is the Make Beauty, but it's still freaking amazing. No one prepares for that. See, I know it's like Dan's going to be 17 in October. So it's like, I'm like grieving sounds so dramatic. I'm like grieving, you know, Nick growing up, moving out, starting his adult life. And then like now I'm like grieving my baby, like not really caring for all like the baby things that I was still doing. Okay, I used this yesterday and I actually really liked it. So I always say like I need to try things like in different seasons because I might like it better in a different season. When I first tried this, you guys remember, I did not like it. I never threw it away. I never returned it. I kept it and I'm glad I did because it's actually not bad. So I'm going to use it again today. I used it yesterday. And I had my makeup on all day, all night for Easter, all the things, you know. Yeah, no, he's not really into it. He's not really into it. Okay, so this is the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. It's up to 36 hour and it says Defy Transfer. So it does smell like a hairspray. I'm just gonna let you know that right out the gate. If you are sensitive to the hairspray smell, you're not gonna like this. But it does look really pretty on the skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and just spray my face. Okay. Smells like straight up hairspray. Hey, Casey, and I'm just going to press a little bit. I'm actually not going to put on highlighter today only because I feel like there's highlighter in that blush. So I think I'm good for the highlighter, but just for good measure, I'll put it on my nose, down the center of my nose. I don't really think I need it, but Vicky, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. I know I see so many people like, they're like, I love this. So, but it really is a grief journey. It's both beautiful and sad. It really, really is. This is the Wet n Wild. I think I've had this since I lived in San Diego. I'm not kidding. Like, this is so old. I use it. I call it hairspray for my face. Yeah, it really smells like hairspray. Oh my God. You are so adorable. I put a pillow up here now, so now it's even more comfortable. Okay, let's keep going. So this is all drugstore. Everything that I've used on my face is drugstore products. And I have it all linked already on this video for you. So you can get all of everything that I'm using, you can get on Amazon. Of course, you can get it on TikTok. But everything is so affordable. So affordable. So we were filling out paperwork for Dan's school. And it said to like put the oncoming year. And I was looking at the forms and it said grade 11. And I am just like, when did this happen that my youngest, my baby, is finishing up his sophomore year of high school and he will be starting junior year of high school? Like, we're already talking about like college and next steps after high school. And I'm like, holy shit, I feel like we just went through this with Nick. And now like I'm already having to gear up for this again. Weird season. Okay, I'm just touching up my brows. They kind of get a little bit messed up as I'm like going along with this. I have to have cataract surgery. Oh my gosh. When? Josh just said you're the kind of mom he wish he had since his left when he was 2. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's rough. Does he have a relationship at all with her now? All right, I'm just trying to even these little suckers out here. Sometimes I do phenomenal stuff with my brows, and sometimes they look like poop, but that's okay. And I'm not redoing my makeup today. The 13th. All right, Vicky, I will keep you in my prayers. So you're getting cataract surgery on Monday next week. Okay, they're kind of looking a little thick, but yeah. The thicker, the better. Okay, okie dokie. Oh, my contacts. Wait until they're celebrating their 20-year anniversary. My daughter. Oh, like birthday anniversary or like 20-year like wedding anniversary? No. 20 birthday, right? Thank you. These lashes, I've been linking them for y'all nonstop. They're so damn good. I'll try to find these on Amazon. They're these, and this is their newbie 5-second kit, and it comes with glue and remover. And I'm finally getting to the point where I can sleep with them on because I'm just putting them higher up, like on marriage. Okay, I was like, but Kim, like you look so young that honestly, that's why I was like marriage. But I was gonna say, wait, no, Kim, like you're too young for your daughter to be like celebrating her 20-year marriage anniversary. I think that's how my dad felt the other day when I was at his house, and I was like, yeah, Justin and I have been married for almost 15 years. This July will be our 15-year wedding anniversary. And my dad was like, 15 years? I was like, yeah. January, we hit 18 years together, like dating, but wedding will be 15 in July. All right, I'm just going to clean these up a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to do lips. So everything at this moment, did you get a pick? Everything at this moment is all on Amazon. It is all linked. It's all drugstore. It's all perfect. Go and grab it. Let me just darken that fricker up. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, what am I going to do right now? Oh yeah, my lashes. No, my eyes. That's okay. I'm using the Eye Method brow pen. Okay, so someone was saying that theirs dries out after a few uses. No. I would not tell y'all to buy something if this dried out very fast. I would not. I have a brow pen that did. I filmed a video. I could take a screenshot and I can show y'all. I haven't even posted the video because the brow pen dried out so fast, and I was like, hell to the no. I'm not even posting. I haven't even posted the video. I told the company, sorry Charlie, but it dried out. So I don't. It's like a purple one. Anyways, I'll show. Oh, here it is. It dried out so fast. I was like, hell no. So anyways, this is not going to dry out. It's amazing. I have backup right here. I have a backup one right here. You can see it's sealed up. I'll let you guys know when this one runs out, but this has so much ink in here, like it's not going to dry out. So don't worry about the Eye Method brow pens. Don't stand it up. I lay mine on, yeah, I lay mine on the side too. Maybe that's what some people are doing. Thank you for saying that, so then I can let them know that. You do not look 60. Like, I did not even think that at all. He goes, I have the best relationship now since she's passed. Ooh, I guess it's better having someone not be there because they can't be than knowing they should. Yeah. I think it's really hard with those type of relationships. Yeah. I personally have never gone through that, but unfortunately my son is kind of going through that with his biological dad. So yeah, I feel for Josh. I almost wish it was like they would disappear versus being around, because they do more harm being around, you know, but yeah, it's Eye Method. Girl, I tried the Wet n Wild tint and honestly, I like it a lot. The tinted hydrator? Jessica Faye, this is another one. I believe this is $6. It's $6 and you're getting 27 milliliters. It's the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. It has hyaluronic acid and squalene. I used this the other day for the very first time. I think I used this on Friday. It is so freaking good. So freaking good. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Another super easy, because I'm not going to spend a ton of time on brows. Or, I mean, on eyeshadow. Yeah, this is really good. I'm glad you tried it, Terry. Like, for $6? Are you kidding me? Y'all. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do for my eyeshadow. I'm just going to take the same bronzer that I use, and I'm just going to blend this out. Thanks, it's the skincare religiously. Kim, oh my gosh. I've been using the oyster cream now at night, and I love it. What color on the Wet n Wild? The color that I have is the shade medium tan. Medium tan. And I found it on Amazon for $6. I believe it's in the stores for $6. And on Wet n Wild's site too. So when I lived in Virginia, they didn't have, the Walmart that I would go to didn't have a lot of stuff. So I would order a lot of things online. And even the Walmart that I went to in Weston, I can't remember when I ordered this, but the first time I used it was just Friday, I think. All right, so here's the bronzer. So just something super, super quick and easy on my eyes. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the bottom lash line too. I like doing the bottom lash line because I don't like wearing black liner on my bottom lash line. So everyone is different. I don't think that like, oh, when you hit a certain age, you can't wear black eyeliner. I don't believe in that at all. I think that to each his own. So what I've learned is that when I smile, I have really small eyes. Like my eyes get like that, like truly, okay? My eyes are very small. So then when I wear black eyeliner, it makes them look even smaller. So then in pictures, my eyes literally look like this in pictures, okay? So I like my eyes to look a little bit more awake. So I like to keep that waterline clear. I don't put anything on it. You can go in with like a nude color. You can go in with white, whatever floats your boat. I just prefer taking a shade of eyeshadow and just going on that lash line. And what this is also going to do is if you've noticed, like, let's say you get to this part in your routine, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, my under eyes are a little bit caked up. Such an easy fix. Don't freak out. You're just gonna take some eyeshadow and look, you're gonna blend. And what it's doing is it's touching underneath your skin underneath your eye. So it'll help smooth everything out. Let's say you're not going in with eyeshadow, that's fine. Take a brush that has no product on here and you can just lightly do this underneath your eye and get rid of the cakiness under there. So you don't have to take all your makeup off and start all over. Easy fix. Okay, and yes, I am swiping on this lash line for the shadow, and that's all I'm gonna do. And then we're gonna do some mascara. I love mascara on the bottom lash line because I feel like it kind of like weighs on those bottom lashes. So it almost gives it the appearance like my eye is more open. I did link this mascara, or I should have. It should be in that link. This is my favorite mascara. Hi, Tammy, how are you? Same here, smile and my eyes disappear. Yes. So if I'm going for like a sultry look, what color number? 114065 here. Medium tan. Okay. So this is the e.l.f. Lash Extender. It is so freaking good. It's my child. I love this stuff. We get JYPT at these patches, Walmart and Marshalls. I saw a crazy amount of good perfumes. TikTok posts like, what the hell, where's the good stuff at mine? Oh yeah, I know. Oh, I have a mirror right here. Oh my gosh, I'm like looking for a mirror and there's a huge one right here. So I just kind of look at the mirror and then just do my bottom lashes. Dracula Lynn. I feel bad. I feel like people think I have favorites because I never post pictures with Dracula, but he's always sleeping. You're so welcome. The family is doing good. I was just with everyone yesterday. Well, not everyone. Nick and my brother and my niece were missing, but yeah, we just all did Easter dinner at my mom's house. It was good. Okay, so look at this eye, right? Maybe I'm just delusional. Maybe I'm delusional. It's okay. I live in Delulu land. But I just feel like this eye, it just looks more open than this eye. Ooh, that sounds good, Renee. I have to cook dinner tonight. I don't know what I'm going to cook. Do you guys want to hear the grossest thing? Well, I don't care if you don't. You're going to hear it. Oh my God, you guys. So, Saturday, we went on a nature walk because we were waiting for Nick and we were stressed out. So we just went down the road to this park and we went on a nature walk. We come back. Hey, Becky. We stop at Publix. Dan gets me a pre-made salad. He gets himself a sub and he gets Justin sushi. Okay. We come home. I open my salad, put it in a bowl. I toss my salad. It's a Caesar salad. And I'm eating it. I'm almost done with my salad and I look in the bowl to take my next bite and there is a freaking fly. A dead fly. A dead fly. Not from my house. Didn't just happen. Oh, you saw the cat behind me? I ate 9% of this salad. There was only a few bites left in this fly. And then to make matters worse, Dan was like, oh, I can see its eyes. Thanks. I don't know if I just would have rather ate the freaking fly and not known about it or saw the freaking big fly in my salad. So I've decided Publix, screw off, and I'm never buying their pre-made salads ever again, ever in my life. Because that is disgusting. Yeah. Saturday was just a shitty day. It really was. And it was like the fly was like the topping on there. You know, literally the topping on there. I'm gonna like pull that little piece, but I just feel like the mascara just woohoo. This lash, I'm gonna have to fix it. It's kind of making me mad there, buddy. Okay, I think I just fixed it actually. Yeah, it was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Oh, I found what did you find, girl? I found a lip product from the drugstore that I wanted to use, but I don't know. This is ColourPop. This is kind of drugstore. I'll try this color. Oh yeah, this will be cute. Never in the beginning, just the end. No. He says, are you calling me? Oh, Jamie, I'm sorry. I would say go on a walk. That might help, but it did not help me. I was supposed to hear from my son. I'm just going to use a little bit of this on the lid. I was supposed to hear from my son at 10 a.m. on Saturday, and he didn't call at 10 a.m. on Saturday. So at 10:30, I wrote in the company page, and I was like, are you guys starting to get phone calls? And everyone's like, yeah. And I'm like, I immediately knew that Nick was reverted. So I wrote in the thread, I said, can anyone ask their child if they know what's going on with the GIF? And a mom DM'd me, and she told me that her son was bunkmates with Nick and that Nick got reverted. So I knew before Nick even called, and he didn't call till 5 o'clock at night. So that's another reason why we went on that walk. And I was just in a mood. And then my nephew is having eye problems. And so I'm just like, oh my God, this week. It's been a crazy one. I just need a little bit of shimmer on the lid. You know, I think we eat a lot of flies in our lifetime. Okay, do you guys see my forehead? Do you see how you can like actually look? Okay, I'm going to be relaxed. I'm relaxed. You see how you can see these lines now in my forehead? That's from the shimmer. That is from the shimmer. So I'm glad I did that, because if you see any of my other videos or any of my other lives, when I'm using a matte bronzer, I don't have these. I don't have this or this or this. So I know for a fact that it's the shimmer bronzer. So that's another thing. If you're like, oh my gosh, you know, everything's settling into my fine lines, what kind of bronzer are you using? See, it's like a mixture of everything that could cause problems with your makeup. So and the only way you would know is if you play around. Oh yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't able to call till 5 though, because so week 7 they get off base liberty and they get to leave all day, but because he got reverted, technically he was week 6 liberty, so it was only the phone call, and that doesn't start till 3, so he wasn't able to call till 5. Yeah, and we're always like so good with him. That's why I said, like, when he goes, you guys didn't book the tickets, I was like, nope, we did, but we told him no. And his biggest thing was, he's like, I'm not sad, I just don't want you guys to be disappointed in me. Like, that's like what's making him upset. And I told him, I said, I'll never be disappointed in you. You're doing things that most people can't do. Like, what he's doing is so hard. It's so hard. Most people can't do it. And I told him, I was like, and that's when I said to him, I was like, you got refaced twice for being sick. So if you never got sick, you would have already been graduated. So don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. So he's good. When we sleep, Josh said like 100 a year. Oh, I don't care if I'm sleeping. I just don't want to see it in my salad that I was chowing down on. I went through some of my makeup the other day and used the ColourPop under eye corrector stick, and for the mature ladies out there, it was a no for me. Very drying and brought out all my nooks and crannies. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's why I love going through and trying out new things. Yes. Oh, he's good. I have faith that he's going to get through week 7, which is this week. I know he's going to get through it. And that's why I told him on the phone. I said, baby, you've been through this. Like, you know what to do. You got this. Like, there's no way you don't have this. So I really do believe that he's going to get through this week. Last week, I was really nervous because he was in ramp. Ramp is really hard. Like, they were waking him up every day at 4:30. So waking up at 4:30, going to bed at 10:30. He says that they come in the room screaming. They wake you up at 4:30. You have, I think he said you have 50 seconds or something to get his, it's under a minute to get dressed and to get into this one hall. And they immediately start into a 30-minute workout. And then, I don't know if you heard, but like every time your left foot hits the ground, so when you're walking, every time your left foot hits the ground, the whole day you have to scream ramp. A 4-hour run. So they would run, then the CCs would be like, okay, stop for 5 seconds. They had to like jog and pace, then run again for 4 hours straight. So he was going through it last week. So I was really stressed last week, but now he's out of it. He's out of ramp. So I just know this is going to be a breeze. Okay. This is going to be a breeze for him. So I'm about to blow him up with letters and he's got this. I fully believe in it. Week 7 is a lot easier than the rest of them, but unfortunately he was in ramp last week. Who makes up these crazy rules? Sorry, no disrespect to the military. No, yeah, I thought the same thing. So what ramp is they are trying to redirect. So it's kind of like for those stubborn people who are not kind of grasping the rules, or in my son's case where the CCs think that he's giving attitude, it's kind of a punishment. It's like, hey, listen, we are going to like beat this out of you without actually touching you. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you're getting punishment for your behavior, you know? So if you are not meeting the standards, which the military has high standards, for example, like If you cheat on your spouse in the military, like, you're screwed. If you get a DUI in the military, you get kicked out. You are held to higher standards than civilian life. And so they really drill things into them. Also, like when Nick got reverted for falling asleep in class, I was upset. I was crying. I was like, Justin, call someone, please. I was getting mad at Justin because I was like, you need to call someone. He's not even fully over pneumonia. But I'm like freaking the hell out. And Justin's like, Jess, there is a reason why they do everything. He goes, think about it this way. Let's say Nick is out on a boat, on a cutter, and he has to stand night watch and he falls asleep. That could be a matter of a life or death situation. And if he falls asleep, someone could die. Like, and you have to put it dramatic like that. Just go on YouTube and watch Coast Guard videos. They're not out there fishing. You know, it's like, it's tough. So they yes, and exactly what Renee said, they do it to make you stronger and more resilient, because you are going to be in situations where Justin says you're gonna be in situations where you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, okay, they kind of like set us up for being able to handle this in boot camp. So I agree with you, Jamie. But ramp is more of like a punishment. So, and it happens. It happens. Okay, what am I doing next? Nothing. I think I'm done. So this is why I'm making fast videos showing this, because I love to come on here and talk with y'all. It's been an hour and 16 minutes, you know, so I just like to have fun with you guys and talk. But I'm going to come in close so you can see what my skin looks like. Let me just take this little guy off of here. Okay, so the only thing that I do not like, I'm going to be so honest with you, I do not like the Milani bronzer for my forehead. For my cheeks, I'm fine with it. But you know what I do like for my forehead? This is also Milani. I could not find this on Amazon. Otherwise, I would have linked it and used it today. Cannot find it on Amazon. It's the Milani Silky Matte shade 03 Suntan. For me, I have to do matte on my forehead. Otherwise, I know it's not a big deal. It's not even a lot, but you know you and I know me. I'm looking at myself in the mirror. You know, this is what I do. I'm like filming. So of course I can pick things apart on my face because I'm looking at my face so much throughout the day because I'm filming, you know. But I noticed that when I use a matte, nothing really looks like this. Like I just feel like the shimmer bronzer accentuates your fine lines. So I just want to say that. So if you are doing your makeup and you're like, everything's settling in my fine lines, look at your bronzer. Is it shimmer? If it is shimmer, I encourage you, go get a matte one, try that and let me know. And you know, see if that works better, because I think the matte works a lot better. Josh said it's like the movie G.I. Jane with Demi Moore. You know, I haven't seen that one. It makes so much sense, but not. Yes. Oh, girl, trust me. Trust me. I like beg Justin. I'm like, please, can you just call someone? It's not fair. Oh my gosh. I know. I'm the same way. Okay. And then, wait, hold on. I'm going to be live Wednesday with Ofra. Very excited about that. We're going to do another slew of all new products, but I'm going to keep a lot of the good ones, but we're going to have a lot of new products. If there are certain things that you want on sale from Ofra, let me know today, preferably, so I can let Denise know and we can put it on our live. But I will be live at 9:30 a.m. on Wednesday. I set up, hi Carrie, I set up the camera and I have Facebook running just to remind you guys that I'm live over on TikTok, but I will be live on Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. with Ofra. I'm not leaving this week. I was supposed to leave on Thursday. I'm not leaving until next Thursday now. So I will be here all this week. It's just like now next week, I'll be gone Thursday. But both this week and next week, I am doing my lives with Ofra. My husband is about to go back for surgery. Oh my gosh, we will so pray for him, Carrie. We will pray that he has a successful surgery, everything goes well. Jess, you have to try the Make bronzer. It's so skin-like and it's not powdery. What do I have something to Make right here. What is this? Oh, I have the pressed powder, but it's not my shade. It's a dark one. Okay, so here it is. Here is the finished look up close, so you can see everything. I have it all linked on this live. I hope this live was helpful. I really, really hope it was helpful. And on Wednesday, we're going to hang out. We're going to do a live sale. It'll be a lot of fun. Friday, we're going to be doing another live, and I will have everything linked. It'll be mainly drugstore stuff. We'll go over techniques. I will also have videos go up showing different ways to contour for different face shapes and all of that. So lots of stuff this week. Shoot me a DM if you have any questions, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Prayers for Vicky's surgery on Monday. She's having cataract surgery. Prayers for Carrie's husband, who is about to go back into surgery today. And I hope you guys have